It's the crowd at Dom's jokes.
Boo! That's the crowd at Dom's jokes.
No. Dom, say that joke about your classroom thing.
No.
Okay.
No, I will not. Shut up.
This is the funniest episode we've put on.
And the dad's a teacher.
So you guys are probably hearing three voices right now.
And that might be new for you.
Yeah. Usually you hear four voices.
Yeah, the one in your head.
Yeah.
Dom, Matthew, and Eddie, who is back this week.
Other one in your head.
Yeah, and Miranda.
We had to fire Mark. He was going to replace Eddie, but then we found out that
he was really good.
He also joined Boko Haram.
Oh.
Yep.
Because they've got a one in, one out policy. And so we got Eddie back.
Right. It's like Cutco.
Yeah.
It's an MLM. So
yeah.
You just got too high of a level.
I wasn't expecting to talk about.
That sucks. You shouldn't have started this whole thing by saying I went to ISIS.
Okay. Well,
now we have Dom on the record saying he went to ISIS.
Yeah,
we got him, boys.
This kind of the way you said that.
I'm so afraid for when I miss an episode.
Yeah, I'm running out of like
terrorist
organizations.
Matthew joined the Tea Party.
Yeah, Matthew's a Republican.
Talk about terrorist organizations.
Nice. Welcome back to Wet Boys,
where we watch SpongeBob so you don't have to. I'm Matthew Keith.
Oh, dude. I'm Dom Antonetti.
I'm Eddie, dude.
They really give you a long laugh track there.
Yeah.
And then they you can tell at the end they're like letting a few individuals. Well, who knows if they told them to, or if those people, it's always the person who's like got a background role in a movie or something, and they're exactly. Somebody's like going all out, like my laugh is gonna get caught on tape.
Yeah.
That was like Eddie and I went to a Comedy Central special taping.
Oh my god, dude! Yeah, that was like at a certain point I wasn't even listening to. I was just waiting to laugh.
Same.
Yeah, I was like, it's time to listen to funny things.
The host was very much like,
who was that guy?
I don't even know.
I don't even know who that was.
But he came out and was like, "Oh, like you gotta laugh so hard," like which I get, like it's a special taping, so they just want it to sound good. But I was definitely in the same mode where it became less about like appreciating the jokes and then more about just kind of giving them what they needed.
I was laughing at like Caleb though, for sure.
Caleb Heron, come on the pod, Caleb.
Caleb, we want you on the pod, please. You're so funny.
Yeah.
You're so funny.
We just Lane and I just had Shelby. You had that show. You guys are both at that show. Shelby Wolstein.
Oh yeah.
Who co-hosts his podcast with him.
Oh
they're like really good friends.
She was funny.
She is hilarious.
I agree.
That show. So listeners, I produce a show with my friend Lane. It's such a long laugh track.
Yeah, you can cancel it.
I support ISIS.
Shut up. I produce a show with my friend Lane, who's going to be a guest soon, coming on the pod in the near future.
Heyo.
Yeah, where are you at, Lane?
And so we host this show, and we like had a great lineup, and it was in the lineup. It was Shelby Wolstein, who some of you may know. She hosts I forget what her podcast is called, but it's pretty big.
Guys, we fucked.
I don't think that one's her.
You
Keeping
call
Records.
me daddy.
Call her daddy.
I think she's Keeping Records. Let me see. She's on like Earwolf or something. She's in one.
Earwolf is what Paul Shear's on.
Binge-topia.
She's on one of the
Binge-topia?
Shout out to Eliza.
Yeah.
Do you know that we know her?
Yeah.
Oh yeah,
I didn't know if that. Yeah, but
that was kind of fun.
So it was the lineup. It was supposed to go we put ourselves in the show because of course, and it was supposed to go me, then Shelby, then Holmes.
Right.
Two just powerhouses.
Yeah, you and Shelby.
You and
Holmes.
Shelby. Yeah.
it was like we were both like, I don't want to have to go.
The one with a TV show.
Yeah, the one who's network TV
Really
show.
had to carry the slack for it.
Yeah.
Well, literally,
Not
we were
pulling
like,
your weight home.
literally, we were like, all right, where do we put ourselves in the lineup? And we put me. It was like, I'll go before Shelby and Holmes because neither one of us wanted to be in between there, like just to like be clearly like the dip in between. And then Lane was going to bring up me. Like, because it was the first slot of the 3. And she was like, this next girl, you've seen her? And I was like, that's not going to be me.
Oh, no.
And so she brought up Shelby and then she got off and she was like, dude, I'm so sorry. I like brain farted and brought up Shelby first. So I had to go in between.
I did notice that.
Yeah.
But it was also seamless because it's like the way you guys do the show is like kind of, it seems theatric.
Yeah.
So like
Yeah.
sometimes I can't tell if you guys are like her fucking that up was like a bit or something.
I can't tell what's an accident sometimes.
Yeah.
That is true.
The trick is to run your show so sloppily
Or
that you never know.
maybe, yeah. No, I thought like the bit was like, oh, I don't remember who's on the show, and I was like, oh, okay,
I forgot the first comedian's last name.
That was
Nice.
embarrassing,
nice.
but pretty funny too.
Who was that?
Leanne. I forget
There
her
he
last
goes
name.
again.
Who is that? I've never seen her before.
She's funny.
She was funny. Is funny.
Leanne Velodnitsky.
nice.
She's around LA. I think she's LA, New York. But shout out Leanne. Thanks for being on the show.
Yeah, thanks.
I mean, the opening intros are always a little awkward. Eddie and I's for 4K was
What?
are just the beginning of 4K when we were bringing out the first comic.
The show that Dom hosts with Lane, by the way, is called No Nonsense.
Yeah.
And they come up throughout LA every couple of weeks. And the show Dom and Eddie host together is 4K.
Yeah.
Just for anybody who wants to come out.
Oh yeah, you guys don't get this, but we're fucking really successful comedians, and we host a lot of cool ass shows.
And the
Yeah, we
show
do.
that I host is called Matthew's Alone in His Room and Sad.
Yeah, it's a cam show.
Yeah, I'm a cam girl.
Maine. That's called Mayor.
What?
Matthew's alone in his room. Maynor.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
And it's not sexual. It's actually quite sad.
It's a platonic cam girl.
I just talked to you about your day.
I guess that's kind of ASMR.
Hey, how was work today?
But it's not ASMR. You're just a straight up cam girl.
Hey, how was work today?
Yeah, like, oh, what was going on?
Ass hanging out. No.
You could get it like at one of those love enses, like that girls
that mean?
like stick in their like those like vibrating things. But you know like how those campsites
vibrator?
work? Yeah, it's like it's a vibrator that you stick in your pussy, but like every time someone donates,
God.
it like it's like ding.
Validation.
Yeah, exactly. But then you could do that, except just like stir your coffee with it or something.
Just a casual
It's
conversation.
like really good coffee.
Wow, the mixture of cream to coffee is so friendly.
So then they kind of ruin it by adding too much cream.
Oh God, no, I'm just drinking cream or I have too much
Stop
friendship.
donating to the show.
Life is about balance.
Yeah.
Life is about balance.
And you know what else is about balance?
I was about to try to do the
Health.
transition too. I was gonna try.
Health is all about balance, living a healthy, well-balanced life.
Yeah.
And just so happens in this episode of SpongeBob does not live a healthy, well-balanced life.
He gets down with the
He
sickness.
gets down with the swirl, dude. Yeah.
We should
Yeah,
get
yeah.
we should get a bubble sound effect.
Vowel sound effect.
Yeah.
It's like,
Oh, God.
This is sort of no. I guess we don't have one.
I love the sound effect. Just trying to figure out what's
Yeah, it's straight up on that one.
No, it's on the next page.
Yeah, you gotta sort of like do one of
Because I didn't tell Dom I switched the page last time because I wanted to use the yeah, and then he accidentally pressed his own voice clips a couple times.
Oh, which
Yeah.
one?
I think my mom's boyfriend Greg.
This one?
Yeah,
I won't,
Nope.
I won't click it.
Yeah, let's not.
Okay.
I'll just say it out loud.
but
Just
the
kidding.
episode this week, which all of you remember from your childhood, is the Suds.
The Suds.
That was Bubbles.
That was good.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Hire me.
Suds. This one was it's all about sickness, and this one I don't know if it's like I'm due for a cold or something, but I watched it and I was like, damn, I really don't want to get sick. Like that was
Didn't you have a cold like 3 weeks ago?
yeah, it was pretty recent.
Mine was like not easy to get over.
Yeah, and then you didn't you have a cold 3 weeks ago? Yeah, You gave me your cold.
I had one 4 weeks ago. We should not have kissed. I told you
That's the way
that.
You said that, yeah.
Yeah.
The cam girl wasn't enough. I needed.
I wanted more than platonic cam girl, Matthew.
I needed your sweet lips.
I wanted
to be telling me about your day.
Yeah, but very close. But platonically.
Platonically close.
So you both were sick.
Thew
In
was sick
succession.
first and then got me sick.
Okay.
I had a pretty nasty cold. You got over it quick though.
Thew is great use of the passive voice here. Like Dom was made sick. You know, it's like when a journalist
made to
it's like
be
when a
sick.
journalist gets killed in Israel. You know, when a Palestinian journalist gets killed.
It
You
is- it
can't
is
say
exactly
who
like
killed
that.
them.
Yeah.
What's up?
No, it is exactly like that.
Yeah.
I love the Democrats. I love them so much.
Eddie
I'm gonna vote for them.
Ho Young on record.
You heard
Clip
me?
that. Clip
Yeah.
that.
Cut that.
So
Cut
this
that.
episode starts out
Seth was just
just like any other day.
yeah.
What happens? Well, SpongeBob's sleeping, right?
Well, is he sleeping?
I thought he
under
Yeah.
woke. I thought he woke.
He woke up. He's in
woke.
bed, and he's like, "I want a midnight snack."
No, but he has the dream first.
What is his
He
dream?
dreams it's raining patties.
It is. It's raining Krabby Patties.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, what a sexy, sexy dream.
I don't dream about like raining food very often.
I don't think I
I
have.
don't know if I ever have.
No. Yeah.
Tonight needs to be my cloudy with a chance of meatballs night.
Just gotta will it and just think about it a lot before you go to bed.
I need ice cream to fall out of the sky, and I need Mr. T to be the cop in my local island neighborhood.
Yeah.
My son, Cal.
Cal, I love you, Cal.
That movie's so funny.
It's
Is
so
that a
funny.
reference I didn't get?
From Cloudy with a Chance of Meatballs.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, I've never seen it.
His character. Oh,
It's
like-
really funny.
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
fantastic.
I don't,
up
I don't like
super well.
animated things.
At all?
No.
It's such a. There's so much encapsulated.
I like South Park,
Nice.
but I think that show ruined other animated things for me.
How so? Because it was so good,
Because I started with that, and then I, you know,
and that's a hard tone to match.
Kind of like.
yeah. Mm-hmm.
Like, if you start off with that extremity of
Then,
humor,
yeah. Then I tried watching like Toonami stuff, like fucking DBZ,
I don't know what
It's
that is.
Dragon Ball Z.
Oh God, I hate myself.
Yeah.
Toonami was like the Cartoon Network.
It's like Nick at Night for Cartoon Network, but except it was all cartoons.
Anime.
It was anime.
Nice.
Yeah.
And there was always that guy wearing the cool motorcycle helmet.
I know who you're talking about. I
Oh, in the in between scenes.
Yes.
Yeah, I remember.
think his name was Tom.
York.
No.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, it wasn't Radiohead guy.
Took a break from Radiohead. No, it's Toonami.
I want to wear a helmet and host anime.
He would do some shit like that.
He would.
Yeah.
I don't really know him like that.
Was there a? Yeah. What were the shows you guys watched after SpongeBob on Nick at Night? You guys ever watched George Lopez?
Absolutely.
Oh,
Yeah.
George Lopez would always be on.
Nice.
That The Nanny.
The Nanny.
I remember came on a lot.
Family Matters.
Family
Fresh,
Matters.
Fresh Prince? Question
Fresh
mark?
Prince did.
Was it?
Yeah.
There was also
I feel like they played that in like the mornings.
they do like Teen Nick. I was a big Teen Nick guy too, like Degrassi
Oh, yeah.
and Ned's Declassified and stuff like that.
There was like,
Classified was a teen Nick.
Right?
That's so silly to me.
yeah, it was.
I think in like a later era of Teen Nick.
A lighter era of
A
teen.
lighter era.
Are you Holly Hunter?
Disengage.
India Golf 909 disengage.
So SpongeBob has a dream that patties are raining from the sky, a la Cloudy with a Chance of Meatballs.
Allah.
Akbar. No, I was just getting the time back up.
Epididymis.
So SpongeBob clearly is hungry because of his dream. So he says, "I'm gonna go make a midnight snack."
Let's rock.
So he goes downstairs to the fridge, make himself a little peanut butter and jelly,
Oh, peanut butter and jelly.
Yeah.
peanut butter and jellyfish
C-nut.
jelly.
You know what I mean?
It's when SpongeBob's watching that anemone video when Gary
yeah.
walks in on him, changes it to football.
Yeah. That's
Peanut
C-nut.
butter.
That's it.
Mm-hmm.
That G nut.
Yeah.
His
G-nut.
non-platonic anemone cam.
So he makes himself a little
Yeah,
sandwich.
spread that shit over.
He says nothing like a peanut butter and jellyfish jelly sandwich to put you right to sleep. He wasn't lying because he takes one bite, conks.
And this man left the fridge open.
Yeah.
Fucking idiot.
And by doing so, in cartoon logic, that means that his house then becomes refrigerated.
Yeah.
Frozen
The
tundra.
cold, yeah. The cold spread.
It's a nice fridge.
Is it?
I mean,
What
if
do
it's
you
got
mean it was
the
a nice
if it's got the power
Oh.
to freeze an entire house,
Oh, like it's like an AC unit.
there
kind of?
must. I mean, to have that if we left our fridge door open, jack shit would happen.
Yeah. I mean, we close our fridge and jack shit happens.
I think that just means you guys have a shitty fridge. I think it's like that was like a normal fridge.
I don't think that's a normal fridge.
I think most fridges are pretty cold.
Yeah, but I don't think they'd freeze your house.
No,
Dude, go home tonight and leave your
but
fridge
it's
door
also
open.
different because they're underwater.
That's a good point.
So I mean, water. Yeah,
It's already probably pretty cold around.
I just feel like sometimes SpongeBob will have these moments where it seems like he's living well beyond his means.
What do you mean?
As a fry cook, he has a
fry cook.
multi-story home.
Yeah, but I mean, it's clearly like some sort of Midwestern situation.
Yeah, Bikini Bottom is not a
He's in
metropolitan
like
area.
the Dyer, Indiana.
yeah, exactly.
Dire.
He's a fry cook who lives in a 2-story home.
That's facts.
Yeah.
If it was really the Midwest, though, I haven't seen. They don't pass by a single chain buffet restaurant.
In the show?
Yeah,
The show, do they not?
That's true. Maybe the Chum Bucket is a buffet chain and we just didn't know it.
nobody goes, so nobody knows.
Oh.
You can eat as much as you want, but nobody wants anything.
Also, you just spit like quatrain of bars just then.
Yeah, that's
Nobody knows, so nobody goes. Blah, 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 blah. And,
So
I think that's gonna be my new persona.
poet,
yeah.
laureate,
Yeah, just the laureate
nerd.
I'm the Lincoln laureate.
Nice.
Lincoln
like
lawyer.
Matthew McConaughey,
Oh yeah.
the Lincoln lawyer.
All right.
Public defender, dude.
So by leaving the refrigerator open, SpongeBob's entire house freezes
Created a lab leak, dude.
to the point where he is in a block of ice leaned over his dining room / kitchen table.
Yep.
Wakes up in the morning, cracks his ice, and
Slips and slides all over the house.
yeah,
Gets back in bed. Tries to cover himself up with his covers.
Got cold.
They shatter.
the blanket is like a solid sheet of ice. Yeah,
Shatters.
shatters. Thank you, Holly.
Isn't that a type of weed? Shatter?
I think that's like dabs.
Dabs, yeah.
Yeah.
Oh,
Maybe SpongeBob's got a big old fucking rig.
Yo, sick. Nice.
yeah. I noticed that in later seasons we don't see, and we do see this room
Weed.
when he's sliding all around. We see his giant ass library that also happens to be in the Bad Breath episode, but isn't too much in any other episode. So do we think that he turned his library from library into like drug den after a while?
Yeah, totally.
And since it's like a Y7 rating, they like don't show that room anymore.
So just canonically they made that decision.
I think so.
Why would they?
Yeah,
I think he's got-
I don't want to show this room anymore.
They're like, SpongeBob just had a life change where he's like, I need to be smoking more dope. I need to be like, I need
He's
to
got
set
an
up.
opium den.
Yeah, he's got his
But he's gonna
hookah,
be like secretive about it.
his opium pipe. Yeah,
Yeah.
it's an opium den because it looks like it could be a great one. Add some beanbags to that, and fuck, you've got yourself an
Smoking
opium den.
Are those the opium dens? Are the ones you hang out at? Do they look like that, Theo?
Some do. They have far less books, which is why I'm inclined to think that he probably got rid of them too.
How
I
many?
do most
How
of-
many? How many? I'm sorry.
No,
No.
please.
No. What are you gonna say? Oh, jeez. Okay. I was just gonna ask. I mean, do you guys know anyone who's smoked opium before? I'm just curious.
I'm interested, but I think it would really be bad for me.
I don't know anyone who has.
I don't think I do.
And
I
I'm
thi-
not interested.
I think I
in
would
trying.
get hooked. So I want to Alan Arkin it from Little Miss Sunshine and just do it when I'm like 70.
Yeah, that's a good one.
Because there's
Yeah.
like little left to
Yeah.
lose. Like if I die, I've already written my will.
Yeah.
Like,
I would only want to do it because I would want to host, like, you know, you meet somebody for a power lunch, like let's grab coffee,
yeah.
and you tell them a spot, and then it's an opium den. I think that's a power move.
And then you start the opium wars.
And then you're like, all right, let's talk business.
We also don't talk enough about how we have started to talk enough about big pharma and the opioid crisis, but have not really talked about it in terms of it is just the second opium war. It is
Yeah.
a corporation
Instead of a country.
instead of the British Empire,
Yeah.
and it is the American public instead of China, mainland China,
What do you mean we don't talk about that enough?
as a society.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Cool.
It is the same thing.
Well, it's a good thing. Like, I feel like people know to come to Wet Boys.
Don't.
For their socio-political
Yeah.
vote
Now
Democrat,
it's
says Eddie Ho
entering-
Young.
Yeah. That's what I'm saying. I mean,
It's entering the zeitgeist.
don't look at where pharmaceutical companies are putting their money in. You know, that's what you really don't want to look into,
No,
because then it's like
you're learning too much about the opium war
Yeah,
at that
exactly.
point. Yeah.
Exactly.
You want to be happy.
You
Yeah.
want to be blissfully
You don't want to look
ignorant.
at congressional.
You don't want to watch
caucuses.
Dope Sick on Hulu?
Dude. It's garbage.
Is it? Have
Listen
you
to
watched?
this podcast.
I haven't watched it, no.
What are you talking about?
It's Michael Keaton, so it's probably pretty good.
Yeah, I love Michael
Batman.
Keaton.
The Batman Begins.
Yeah,
What are you talking about?
Batman Begins with
Yeah.
Michael Keaton.
He's like Master Bruce. Is that what he said?
Yeah, that's a really good Michael Caine.
Master Bruce.
That's pretty good. Yeah.
So then Eddie,
I'm
no,
gonna
SpongeBob,
open
not Eddie. Eddie gets in his bed and puts his covers on, and they crack. So SpongeBob basically is freezing fucking cold.
Yeah.
And
Got
then
COVID.
does anything happen between him starting to develop symptoms and him being freezing cold?
He looks to
Let me
alternative
pull up
media
my
sources. He
He
notes.
tries to go to work,
yeah.
but
He pulls up OAN.
Yeah, he looks at Newsmax. and
So he slides around the house,
Takes
like
his
breaks the
ivermectin.
windows and stuff.
yeah.
He's in the bathroom, and he says to Gary, like, "I don't get a cold, I get the suds, and I'd have bubbles coming out of me." And then he does. So he
Good
sneezes-
exposition.
He sneezes, and there's bubbles coming out, which is also what happens to me.
Yeah. Dom's actually bubbling right now. All his pores have bubbles coming out of them.
Is there anything like that? Where like certain types
Monkeypox.
of people? Oh yeah. 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 True. That's true.
Hashtag in the moment.
Probably, I'd say
What type
like-
of people get monkeypox?
What type of people?
Yeah, Thew.
New Yorkers, apparently.
Yeah. What type of New Yorkers?
Yeah, what whose
What- what are
issue?
you- what
whose issue are
specifically
you
are
making
you-
light of, Matthew?
Yeah. What are you laughing at? Who are you laughing at?
Who is the group most commonly harmed by this?
So here's the thing.
Yeah.
I know I'm being trapped, but I actually don't know enough about the monkeypox
Oh, do you not
epidemic
know?
to know what I'm supposed to say.
It's homosexuals.
Yeah, it's
Oh, really?
Yeah,
Oh, okay.
it can be like sexually transmitted, and it's often in like
it's like
queer.
AIDS.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay. I'm sorry. I didn't know.
It's hard to get it if you're straight, but if you're gay, it's really easy.
Says Eddie. Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
I didn't know this. Thank
So
you.
you didn't. Oh, so you didn't even know why you were being trapped.
I knew that there was going to be some sort of
You
either
could sense it in the tone.
some sort of racist or sexist or
It's not racist.
homophobic trap beginning.
It's pretty homophobic. Yeah.
Right, well, yeah, exactly. I knew it was one of them.
Well, you
and
said it, so that's how you probably knew that it was.
I
all
knew it
those
was going to
things.
make
You
me
can kinda-
bigoted in some
You
way.
can kind of count on it. If it's coming out of your mouth, it's probably going to be bigoted.
Wow, we've lasted 20 episodes of this pod without that being a joke on here.
What?
It's bled in from my personal life to the pod.
That Thew is a bigot.
That I'm a bigot, apparently.
For real.
Hashtag
We've protected
Thew is
you.
a bigot.
I'll kill you.
Get it trending on social medias. Drop a like in the comments below.
I feel like we do a good job protecting you. You know, by
Yeah, we
me-
edit out a
me-
lot
By editing out the
of
rants?
stuff.
Yeah, exactly.
He'll go on these rants.
Are you
Folks-
watching videos of James Wiseman on your phone?
No, this is Trey Burke.
My bad.
Remember him?
Yeah.
Michigan.
Yeah. Yeah.
There's a lot of rants that Thew goes on that we cut.
Yeah.
Yeah.
dude. Last week, I wasn't there, but I heard there was an epic Hunter Biden laptop rant.
Yeah,
I was just like,
that part was actually
why
pretty
aren't people
sick.
looking into it?
Yeah, it was honestly that part. It was like, whoa, this guy's sick.
Yeah.
Hunter Biden or me?
You said
You-
that about Hunter Biden,
yeah.
and I respected you for saying that.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. I don't care about Hunter Biden. I think the way that people are portraying him is weird.
I don't really think about him that often, I won't lie.
I think
Yeah, I'm sure you don't.
conservatives want us to think about him more.
Yeah.
Because they don't have that much dirt on the Bidens otherwise, other than he's old and senile.
Yeah. Well, no, I think they're trying to do the thing because you know how like liberals for like 6 years were like trying to get Trump on like the collusion stuff with Russia.
Uh-huh.
They're saying like, all right, well, I mean, they're kind of trapping themselves because like this whole like idea of accusing Hunter Biden of like being extremely corrupt with like Ukrainian nationals
Right.
sort of
Also-
helps.
It affirms the
It
other
affirms
story,
the
right?
other story.
Yeah.
That,
That,
since
like-
that is true, this also is true.
But it just means that they're both corrupt,
yeah,
you know?
yeah, that's facts.
Yeah.
Well, back to SpongeBob.
Yeah.
So he starts
sort of a
blowing
Hunter
bubbles.
Biden figure in his own right. You know what I mean? Kind of misunderstood.
He's probably got a laptop
Yeah.
full of incriminating videos.
Probably, dude.
Oh,
Don't we all?
Don't- we all who among us
Who doesn't have a video of them
hasn't-
smoking crack in
yeah,
a pool?
hasn't been to China, you know?
Oh God. So SpongeBob gets the suds. This man is sick,
Yeah.
and not just cool. He is blowing bubbles out of all his holes.
Every orifice.
Pretty gross.
Orifice.
It's a gross episode. I didn't like watching it.
It did gross me out.
It was gross.
It stressed me out because you know when you hold a sneeze and like you sneeze and you hold it and you kind of feel the pressure inside you, like
You feel the pressure.
at a certain point he is plugged up. I this isn't a spoiler that really, but at a certain point his pores are plugged up with corks, and every time he sneezes and lets out bubbles, he's got a bunch of butt plugs. Instead of letting out the bubbles, it just blows him up like a balloon a little bit. I'm like, it hurts my like head. I feel like I'm getting a headache watching him get bigger
the
and
pressure.
bigger.
Yeah, that does hurt my head.
Yeah.
Like my sinuses
I didn't
are
even think
suffering.
about it. I didn't even consider that.
So he tries to go to work while already we know he has the suds. His bubbles
Disgusting.
coming out everywhere. He tries to go to work.
Capitalist
Mr.
pig.
Krabs is like, "What's the deal? You're taking way too long."
Yeah, and it's like eyes are falling out.
Yeah,
Yeah, he's like,
his
Oh.
eyes are like falling
Yeah, his
down.
eyeballs
He's
like melt off
he's
his
like,
face.
I'm good, dude. I can do this.
It's like, I don't think you are.
It was gross.
I am fine.
I am fine.
There's always that kid who'd like come to school when he was sick. It's like, I have a perfect attendance record. I can't break it.
What a loser.
I bet that was you. Dude.
That was not me. I bet it was Matthew.
No, I got sick every year.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
I never got sick.
Yeah, I got sick every year.
Yeah, no way, dude.
My immune system is compromised. Not actually. That's not funny. That's not funny. That's a serious issue people have.
Oh, nice.
I won't
Tell
cut
us
that
about
one.
another disease that you're gonna make
Yeah,
light
dude.
of, Theo.
Nah, COVID-19.
Go ahead.
Yeah.
She's the moment.
This episode was making light of COVID-19. I felt like
The Suds.
from 2020.
Well, honestly, once enter Patrick, it does feel a little bit satirical.
Oh yeah,
He is talking a little bit
he's
about
Rogan,
home
dude.
remedies.
He's
Yeah,
ivermectin.
Do your
He-
own research.
He's Rogan, dude.
Yeah.
So let's get to it. So let's get to it after the break.
Is there anyone out there who still isn't clear about what doing drugs does? Okay, last time. This is your brain. This is drugs. This is your brain on drugs. Any questions?
And welcome back to Wet Boys. We missed you.
Yeah.
Every time we take a break, we go into a month-long hibernation period. So it actually takes a really long time to kind of get back. We got to really shake out the rust.
Dom and Eddie got frozen, kind of like SpongeBob in this episode.
Cryogenically, yes.
But I actually took my month to be in a sauna, so I am pruned. All my skin is wrinkly.
it's loose.
awesome.
It's
And
hanging
moist.
off him.
You look great.
If you grab it and pull, I'll just be muscle
It's
and
like
fat.
it's like taffy.
Yeah, but you look better.
Thank you. Oh,
It's saltwater taffy. It's like a teal and a seafoam green.
Eddie, I'm asking the same question. How will I know that he really loves me?
And that song just came out of Matthew's mouth, like in Lilo and Stitch when he puts his finger on the record player.
Yeah.
Matthew just opened his mouth and that song came out.
I'm like one of those toothbrushes from the mid 2000s
Yeah.
that plays a Kiss song.
Yeah.
So that while you're brushing your teeth, you're also rock and rolling all night.
Yeah,
Tooth tunes.
I wanted
Tooth
a
tunes.
303 song. I wanted to hear about I wanted my toothbrush to play me songs
be
about
emo?
dry humping while I was brushing my teeth.
While I have my dry socket, I want to be dry humping.
Black dress with the tights underneath. Brush your teeth, 13-year-old.
She's an actress, dude. She's an actress.
Tongues.
Always.
Cobra Starship, maybe. You know.
Yeah. Those are good bands. Dude, I miss the 2000s.
My friend drums for 303 now.
What do you mean?
I met a guy. I met the drummer of the current drummer of 303.
Why
is
do
my
they
friend.
They have a guy drumming for them now?
I feel like they have a lot of bands.
Or is it just like it's like he does like they're touring?
Yeah, they're touring.
Oh, okay.
I feel like a lot of bands do, like, switch out people like that. I
It's
just saw
just
Paramore
it's
got a
those
new
two guys.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. So I guess
It's the
okay, in
uncle
that
and the
case.
nephew.
Yeah. Isn't that what?
Sexy
that
and I know it.
Migos?
LMFAO.
Migos?
And Migos is two. Migos is like
Yeah.
two of them are cousins and one's like a close friend.
I
But
followed Quavo on Instagram
LMFAO
yesterday.
is the best because it's an uncle and nephew being like,
Yeah.
let's have sex with a bunch of girls. You're my uncle.
That's pretty cool.
It is interesting.
Yeah, I wish I was that close with my uncle. Honestly, no, I mean that's better than nothing. That's better than nothing.
I'll say I'm comfortable with where I am with my uncle.
What? You guys have like a healthy relationship?
I wouldn't say healthy.
If I had to choose,
it's fine. It's
I
just
have
fine.
I have a good relationship with all my uncles. If I had to
what's his
choose
name?
between not having one and being in LMFAO together, I would choose not having one.
Really?
An uncle?
The
Not having an
relationship.
uncle?
If I had to choose between my uncle dying and us
If
being
I had to
in
kill my
LMFAO,
uncle or be an
I would
LMFAO?
rather be in LMFAO.
Yeah, an uncle that knows about like the sex that you have. That's like kind of sick.
Yeah.
Hey, uncle.
Somebody's got to give you props.
I got some new lyrics based on a story that I've
Are they
had last
far?
night.
Is he a far uncle? Is he like
A Far East uncle?
Like-
Far East movement?
yeah Far East movement? Is he? But is he how much older of an uncle?
Geographically?
No,
Significantly.
Oh,
all
really?
of my uncles.
Is he
are
like
much
no. I'm
20
talking
years?
about LMFAO.
Let me check it out right now.
Oh, I think it's probably like around 20.
Because some
20
uncles
years?
are like not older.
I think it's like 15 to 20. While Matthew looks that up,
Yeah.
so last we heard
some uncles are younger.
SpongeBob was getting kicked out of work.
Yeah,
That's insane. That
yeah.
you
He
just
was
did
getting
that.
he was getting removed.
Forcibly.
Sorry, Amber. He was getting removed because he had a sickness. He was down with the sickness.
Sorry, Amber?
Yeah, because she got mad at me. She got mad at me for like burping and shit.
Oh, okay, I heard.
Nice.
Heard, yeah.
Mr. Krabs kicks him out and says like, you can't be sneezing on the food, and all the customers hear him and they start freaking out. It's actually pretty bad for business. You think
Yeah,
he'd have
you think he would be the guy who'd be like,
keep
please
him
stay.
low?
Yeah.
Yeah. Or at least just like sneak out and don't tell anybody.
Yeah, I had a lot of bosses when I would call in sick, be like, I don't give a shit.
Yeah, come work
Please.
at the pizza place.
Yeah, well, that one was the Mediterranean place.
11 years.
See,
pretty
that's
close.
old enough to be like just an older guy you're friends with, you know?
Honestly, yeah. In adult life, you could probably befriend your uncle like that, maybe.
Oh yeah.
Just to have it so extremely sexual is what.
No, it's definitely still strange.
So SpongeBob goes back to his place, calls Sandy and says he needs to go to the doctor and asks for her to accompany him. And she says, sure, I'll be there quicker than a. And then she goes on this long tangent, and that's a pretty good bit. She goes on this long tangent, so I'm just like, yeah, okay, I'll see you soon.
Not even not even a tangent. It's a folksy phrase that just keeps going.
She's like, I'll be there quicker than a frog jumping around the front.
And he goes, yeah, okay, thanks,
She was
thanks,
just
Andy.
being
Bye.
hyperbolic.
Yeah, and he was like, okay, we get it.
And hangs
See you
up
soon.
on her, yeah.
And then there's a knock at the door. He's expecting Sandy, but who's there but Patrice?
Patrice?
Yeah.
Patrick.
Yeah, it's Patrice O'Neill, dude.
That'd be awesome.
On the show. Yeah.
So what does Patrick do?
Patrick is asking SpongeBob to like hang out or something, and SpongeBob's
Telling him to
like,
cuff his chick and stuff.
he's like,
Saying he has diabetes.
are you doing Patrice O'Neill?
Yeah.
It's just,
R.I.P.
how are you, SpongeBob?
Patrice walks up. He's just riffing on bits.
yeah.
And so SpongeBob's like, I'm sick, Patrick. Sandy's going to take me to the doctor. And he's like, you can't do that. You can't go to the doctor.
Oh yeah.
They have old magazines.
If they're gonna make you wait in a waiting room and read old magazines, I don't want to do that. And they have a stethoscope when the icy on your skin. I don't
Ooh.
remember like.
Way to just make kids more afraid of the doctor for no reason.
Thanks,
Thanks,
Patrick.
Viacom CBS.
Patrick. Do your own research, star.
Yeah. This is his ivermectin-sode.
Oh yeah.
So he's talking about the dangers of the doctor. Makes SpongeBob scared to go.
Yeah, he does.
So SpongeBob's like, I don't want to go to the doctor. Patrick's like, I'll heal you.
That was awesome.
Honestly, very LA of him.
Yeah, that is a very, like holistic healing. Don't worry, SpongeBob. I have crystals. We need to align your chakras, SpongeBob.
Vitamin D, dude.
Oh, some sun would do some spun good.
Some
Can't say that.
butthole sunning.
Is that what? Yes. At sun holing. What is that
Ooh.
called?
Honestly, just getting
called
sunburnt
sun.
there would be so uncomfortable.
That's like a technique though.
To sunburn it?
To get sun on your asshole.
Yeah, that's a holistic health thing. So Patrick's like, yeah, I'll be your doctor. So they like get into Patrick treating SpongeBob mode. So he tries a few solutions. The first one is he plugs the holes with corks. Like we were talking about.
Yes.
And every time SpongeBob sneezes, instead of the bubbles coming out, he grows. And that part's pretty good because he does that once, and Patrick goes, "Oh, I'm shrinking."
Yeah. It's like, don't hurt me.
So they're like, "Oh, let's call Sandy and say we don't need to go to the doctor."
Right.
Or SpongeBob's like, "I'll call Sandy."
Wait, why did they think she was better?
Because he wasn't having bubbles come out of him anymore. I
Oh,
guess.
smart.
Yeah.
So he's like, "I'll call Sandy," but his hands were too big
To touch the
to
buttons.
press the button. So Patrick calls her.
And honestly, the rebirth of the Patrick Sandy feud is strong in this
They're
one.
bringing it back.
He's like, we don't need you. And she goes, I'll be there faster than a jackrabbit. And he goes, yeah, we get it about the rabbit. Don't come.
They
hangs
both
up
cut
on
her off.
Yeah.
Mad.
And then he, like, SpongeBob sneezes again or something, and Patrick's like, all right, we need to do more.
There was like a somewhat viral tweet like last week. There was like a picture of SpongeBob strapped to the
Oh, the rack?
and
Yeah.
and, like Patrick wearing like the mask and like the fires like lit, and he was just like, how is this supposed to help him? It was pretty funny.
That is pretty funny. I don't know where he was going with it.
Yeah.
BDSM?
Well, there's a
just-
lot of good screenshots from this one, like memes from this one. There's the one like SpongeBob laying in bed in the beginning,
Yeah.
where he's like cold and his eyes are like black, and it's like, it's like, Gary, I need perks.
That's funny.
And so
Here's
this
your
is
opium done too.
this is when the famous line comes in where Patrick goes and washes his hands. He goes, don't touch me, I'm sterile.
Oh yeah, my bad. I jumped the gun.
No, you're good. I mean, the scene where Patrick has like almost like an executioner's hood on,
Yeah.
SpongeBob on the rack, the room lit with candles. It is hilarious, but also
I can't find it.
shocking for a child's cartoon. Because although it is medieval punishment, it also is a little bit evocative of
A sex dungeon.
yeah,
Oh
It
yeah.
does.
sadomasochism and bondage.
Yeah, it definitely looks like that.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's supposed to. He's healing him.
He puts a Band-Aid, like a large Band-Aid on SpongeBob's back and then rips it. Oh no, he goes, do you feel better? And he goes, no. And he rips it off and SpongeBob screams and he's like, how about now? And does it like 3 more times.
Yeah, this was definitely supposed to be like some sort of PSA for kids.
Don't get into sadomasochism.
They're like, do cupping treatments. And I saw a woman
Gross.
today. I went to pick up lunch for work. And in the restaurant, I turned around and this woman was wearing like workout clothes. Yeah, whatever, nothing new. But then like it kind of caught my eye that her like neck and shoulders had like the circular cupping like marks. And I was like,
so embarrassing.
I just thought it was funny because I was like, LA is such the place where you don't bat an eye when someone has like the cupping marks on them.
That's so funny because it's like, unless you are a professional athlete,
There's no need for her to have done that.
you're an adult. Like, what are you doing?
And maybe she is a professional athlete. I want to give her
Maybe.
just that benefit of the doubt.
Maybe.
But I don't think she was.
That's just so embarrassing
Yeah.
for you. If it's like,
is?
you work at a grocery store.
a woman I saw at a restaurant today.
No, if she's got cup, I'm sure she has money if she's going to do the cup things.
Oh my God,
you're
yeah.
a marketing executive. You know, Like,
Yeah.
you are sitting in your office chair for 8 hours. Like,
Dude, why are
better
you
go
so
get.
hot right now?
It pisses me off.
Really?
It's like I got to go get cup treatment. Why?
What makes you mad about LA, Eddie?
Nothing. I think it's perfect.
People bringing their dogs
For me, it's
into
Erewhon.
grocery stores.
Yeah. I also hate Erewhon.
Why do you hate Erewhon?
I just think it's disgusting to have
Really?
like the
I
one.
like that gallons of milk are $18.
Yeah, that it's like there's such a homelessness problem here, yet there's also a luxury grocery store where it's like what everybody needs to survive is like upcharged 20% to 100%. Like it's just, and everybody goes there to be seen there, and it's
But
like a
isn't it-
status
isn't
thing.
But all right, if you look at it this way,
Sure.
Would you want a rich person to spend the same amount of money on stuff that you are?
I don't care. I just
I feel like they
honestly
should have
a little
there should
bit.
be a rich
Yeah,
person tax.
there should be
Then they should go to That's why they go to Erewhon.
to get taxed more.
Yeah, if they're spending $20 on water.
I guess
Yeah,
so.
I guess they're doing it to themselves.
But
I mean, it's
also,
it's
like-
like how college is. It's
I'm
like-
more pissed off by the people who own Erewhon that they're like creating this culture when the amount of money they have after making that company, they're not doing anything to like. Ugh, I don't know.
Is
It's
that
just.
true?
I don't even know.
Oh, nice. No, it's a good point, dude.
I don't hear Erewhon doing anything philanthropic, but it's like their whole thing is gross, expensive stuff.
It's
And-
annoying.
Yeah.
Yeah.
For the sake of it being to be seen doing it or to. Yeah.
Exactly. It's annoying, just like
It's a
what
status
Patrick is to Sandy.
I think
So
it's
she
cool.
gets to the house.
I like it.
She gets to the
I'll
house.
get everyone after this and get some like
In your
cauliflower
Tesla?
broccoli. Yeah. I'm gonna eat it in my Tesla.
That's awesome.
In my
But I'm
front.
gonna eat half of it and then like toss it out.
Nice.
Yeah, and then like
I'm
look
gonna
at
waste
a
it.
homeless person and just like kind of like sprinkle it
Oh,
on the ground. Yeah,
wow.
yeah,
Who's the bigot now?
yeah.
Still Matthew.
You.
So
Yeah.
Sandy gets to the house. Patrick's like, don't come. And she's like, I'm coming anyway.
What if there was some place called like Cherawan and there was like you could get like $5,000 like seat cushions?
You mean that's just
Yeah.
West Elm?
What is that?
It's an expensive furniture store.
Oh, okay.
And it's exactly
You
that.
could have just let me walk this bit out for like a couple more seconds before saying it's already a thing that exists.
I'm
Take a-
sorry.
No,
I was just
no, sorry.
excited to-
Yeah, keep going with your SpongeBob.
No,
stuff.
go back to the chair.
No.
Yeah, keep going with your SpongeBob
No.
podcast,
Go with
Dom.
the SpongeBob stuff.
So Sandy gets there. Patrick has just made an escape. He rolled SpongeBob through the back door. Sandy, no, not yet. Sandy gets there. They're inside, and she knocks on the door, and Patrick goes, "There's nobody home." Then he escapes through the back door, rolling SpongeBob towards his house. Sandy walks over to Patrick's house. She's like, "When'd you get two houses?" Because we pull sideways, and he has two rocks now.
Nice.
And she's like, "Why does that one have legs?" And SpongeBob's legs are sticking out. And he goes, "That's my mobile home."
That's pretty good.
I was like, damn. For a dumb guy, he's got quips.
And also, she's like, when did you get a second home? And he goes, I didn't have enough space for all my stuff. I guess that's not as funny paraphrased. But I thought that was
no, that was really funny.
a little cheeky. Thank you, Eddie.
Yeah, that was really funny.
I'm so glad you laughed at it.
Yeah. Well, you don't have to laugh.
A signature mark of something being funny.
No, that's what humor. That you're like a humorist. You know, it's stuff that you intellectually know is funny, but you don't laugh at.
You know what? Right. I am David Sedaris.
Yeah.
I am a humorist.
You're David Sedaris.
I am David Sedaris.
Yeah.
More like David.
Not funniest.
About
David Cherawan.
What about David
Think
Duchovny?
about that. You think about David Cherawan, dude?
So then SpongeBob sneezes.
The owner of Cherawan.
and the
David
like
F. Cherawan.
paint that makes him look like a rock flies off, and Patrick has some half-assed excuse for why his house just blew up.
What does half-assed mean?
Like, kind of you phone it in.
One cheek.
Yeah, but what is that? Like, what is that originally?
You don't put your whole bussy into it. You only
Yeah.
put half the bussy.
But when you think about putting effort into things, do you think about it in reference to like where your ass is? I guess. Is it like a sitting thing?
Well, I'm like interested in the is it etymology
Yeah,
of
it's
that
the
phrase?
etymology. It's the etymology.
Of half-assed. Let's look this up.
Is it like a guy who has like only half of his like one like maybe it's like a one-legged thing.
Oh, okay. This is actually really interesting.
What?
Half-assed made its first appearance in the early 20th century.
Oh, yeah.
It is most likely a mispronunciation of the word haphazard, half-assed, ineffectual.
Awesome.
A guy just being wrong.
Yeah, I love a guy being around being like, "That's what I meant."
Yeah. Yeah.
And
Did
I'm
you
gonna
mean
stick with it.
haphazard? No, half-assed.
Think about it.
One
Yeah,
cheek.
You just don't get it.
Yeah.
One cheek can't do the job.
So he gives a half-assed excuse. They start to fight over SpongeBob's giant rolling body.
Yeah.
Because now he's a sphere. Like he's
He's
massive.
puffed up so much with Suds
Yeah.
that he's huge, and they start fighting over him.
And this is like you can see the meme. You can see the meme being created. It's like alternative media, the mainstream media, and then ways to treat COVID. And then I guess
You should make this, and we should post this to the Instagram.
hold on. I'm trying to think of who SpongeBob is. Is that just you?
The human population. Yeah,
it is just humans with COVID,
Humans with
victims of the COVID-19 pandemic.
I guess.
Eddie, have you had COVID?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, for
I know
sure.
Dom and I have.
Yeah.
I've only had it the once.
Yeah. I had it in
Let me knock on wood real quick.
August of 2021.
I had it in July and the beginning of August of 2021.
Yeah.
Oh, we matched.
Did you have it bad?
It was pretty bad.
Dude,
I had like
I had like the Delta variant, dude.
We had Delta, yeah.
We all
I
got
was getting owned.
I like had 4 bad days, and then I was congested for like 10 days.
Yeah, I was in a pretty similar boat.
Yeah.
The headaches were the worst.
So while this verbal meme is going on,
Yeah.
I still haven't figured it out.
you'll get it. You'll find it on our socials. Comment hashtag Thew is a bigot underneath if you're a real one.
God. What a way to start off a career.
So they're rolling around fighting over SpongeBob's body. In the fight, they kind of lose track of SpongeBob to where he rolls away. They look back and realize he's now rolled away.
Exactly. That's sort of what happened
To the population.
to the population.
And he's rolling
The
towards...
runaway train of misinformation.
Exactly.
I'm sorry. I had to.
He's rolling towards the Krusty Krab,
Down a giant rock hill.
which is never shown. I love how they'll just kind of change the location of where things are.
Bikini Bottom is like the staircase in Hogwarts.
Exactly. It just moves around to like wherever works best for the plot.
Yeah, sometimes it's the chum bucket across from the Krusty Krab. Sometimes it's a mountain of gravel and coral. It's just whatever these fucking lazy ass writers and animators of SpongeBob need it to be.
Except if you ever want to employ us, then you're awesome.
You're awesome and
work
talented
so hard.
and can never make a mistake.
Would you guys want to work for a children's show? Is it?
I'd work for any TV show that'll hire me.
Is that true?
Yeah, I mean, like, if
Text.
you want to hire me in your TV show, hire me. I'll do it all. So SpongeBob's rolling down this hill. He's rolling down that hill,
making a deal with crabs.
So it's like, oh no, he's gonna hit the Krusty Krab, but he actually stops right before reaching it. But as soon as he does, he sneezes. Giant bubble explosion, releasing all the corks and bubbles flying everywhere.
All the butt plugs.
When the dust clears, the Krusty Krab is decimated.
And
all the windows blown out.
Mr.
And
Krabs' ass blown out.
ass blown out.
His back is
No
blown to
pussy
shit.
remains.
Yeah.
That's sort of an analog for what's going on in this country right now, dude.
What part is Mr. Krabs?
Mr.
The Midwest, the
Of
heartland.
the meme.
Yeah, well, yeah. Mr. Krabs is the elderly population who's being disproportionately affected by COVID, and
misinformation.
and the misinformation and disinformation.
Is there a Mr. Information?
Yeah. What about? Yeah.
I'm sure that one's been made.
You wish there were.
Yeah.
Sexist.
Yeah. Mrs. Potato Head.
And
to you.
so then it's like, I don't remember how they get to the hospital, but it's like, this is the breaking point. You need to go to the hospital. SpongeBob goes to the hospital. The doctor's like, all right, you need like, he's so scared. He's like, don't make me are you going to make me read old magazines?
We're going to give you the sponge treatment. Oh, Hans.
And the giant hand floats in.
A human hand.
Giant human hand floats in from the side.
It's Austrian.
Grabs SpongeBob.
Yeah.
And then scrubs a human man in the shower's back.
doctor
Cleans
stuff.
all sorts of shit.
Yeah.
Uses him as a household sponge.
Yeah, but the whole time SpongeBob's very much enjoying it.
Oh,
He's like,
yeah.
I feel great. Oh, my God. I feel like a kid again. I don't think he ever says that part, but along those lines. And then when he's done, he's back feeling refreshed and looking good. And then Hans goes, don't forget your lollipop. And like brings him a lollipop.
The largest lollipop ever.
Which Patrick sees and goes, lollipop? And he blows a bubble using a little bubble wand and is like, I think I have the suds too. And they're like, we have a special treatment for you. So the hand comes back, grabs Patrick, and it's like they rub him against a cactus and then in a toilet.
Scrub a toilet with him.
He's like, oh. And then we wrap.
Yeah.
What a good episode.
The lesson there being,
Get the
if you
vaccine.
spread misinformation, you will be rubbed against a cactus.
Wear a mask.
Tucker Carlson is going to get his head dunked in a toilet. I wouldn't mind giving him a swirly.
I wouldn't mind him dunking his stupid hair and
His preppy hair into a toilet.
into a shower with another guy.
Or a cactus.
His hair
I want to
looks-
rub him against another guy, dude. You know what I mean? In a shower.
Do you want to talk about this?
No.
Off air. Yeah, so the message of the night is fuck Tucker Carlson.
Yeah, dude.
Go Hans.
Wear a mask.
right now.
Right, wear a mask right now no matter where you are.
Yes.
Spread positive information.
Listen
Yeah.
to science.
Yeah.
Dr. Fauci said he is most certainly stepping down by January 2025.
That's awesome.
Good for tone.
I think he's like 81.
yeah.
This is a headline I read today. I don't know why.
That doesn't matter to me. I think he's great.
That's fair.
Yeah. I think he's really smart and he's good.
Italian Americans.
Yeah.
Ugh.
No, he's really trustworthy.
Well, folks, we've had a lot of fun here with you tonight. We appreciate you being here.
Yes.
And that was you meowing. And we love you very much, and we'll talk to you soon. We got a bunch of couple guests. That's not real words, but we got some real cool guests coming up. We got a couple specialty episodes that we're going to be dropping soon.
Yeah.
You can find them all wherever you get your podcasts.
And YouTube. Yeah.
And this has been The Wet Boys.
Yeah. See you guys.